Hello there and welcome back to Congo. So, last time was a stressing and frustrating experience. Portugal declared war on me and it looked like I was going to lose for the longest of time, but Britain really bailed me out, and as a result of that I'm eternally grateful to them until I actually have to kill them off, but that's a story for another day. But luckily enough, as I said here, I did manage to, or Britain, destroy the Portuguese navy, and as a result now we're sieging their land, and it's most likely going to be able to beat them back here to start getting vengeance, more or less. The plan will be to simply siege everything they own over here, and hopefully I'll be able to take a province or two off their hands by doing that. It's not guaranteed, and it's potentially even a risky affair, but as I said, we'll aim at trying to take some of the land back here and hopefully get something working, more or less. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out, but I think I should be able to pull it off. It's also kind of worrisome to consider the fact that the Portuguese might actually have a ton of troops waiting on the island here, but we are going to try and re-siege it now, and that should also help the war score quite a bit. We'll see how it actually how it all actually ends up. So my worries were, well, without ground, there weren't any troops here. I'm a little bit unsure, but I think I would actually have seen even if I didn't have any troops here due to the fact that it's my land. But I'm a little bit unsure. I'm confused at the moment. It's probably just because it's an island, but even so, we're going to re-siege Boina here ASAP, and then we're going to take the rest. And as things are going now, that should lead to a very good result. I'm also going to allow myself here to send the to risk sending the navy up north. And we're going to try to siege Cape Verde here. It's something that we actually need to, so wouldn't make too much sense not to take it. And also, as you can see, Britain is really crushing the Portuguese nations here. I'm very tempted actually to handle the colony land here over to Portugal, but I have a sitting feeling that it would be a very bad idea. Especially considering that we'll have to fight Britain sooner or later. So I think we're just going to allow things to stay as they are. Especially if you consider that the only thing the Portuguese actually have that I need is the 4 provinces here and the 3 down here. They have 7 provinces in total. Britain has, well, they don't have, basically have 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But with their navy, it's going to be hell on earth to get it, no matter how I plan to do it. I don't have a casus belli. I don't have anything on them. So it's going to be quite interesting in how I'm actually going to get that casus belli. The only thing I can really think of here is try to get a colony in this area, and potentially try and steal a colony for Portugal or someone to fabricate a claim. But even that wouldn't really it wouldn't really be too helpful, I think. But we'll see. For now, I'll just keep on the war with Portugal, and I think we will be victorious in this one. We'll see how it goes. Interestingly enough, it seems like I'll actually get everything that I want out of this war, because these are also actually treated as colonies, which is, or I have no idea if it's actually just the sheer amount of land they have, and also the fact that it's probably simply due to the sheer amount, or let me rephrase that. It's simply due to the amount of land they have that things turn out this way. So I think we're actually going to do with this and take Cape Verde and Tangiers as well. I'm also kind of tempted to just hand 1 province here and 1 province here over to Britain, for the simple reason that it will give them naval bases, which will make them even more effective in killing off, Portugal in other, under other circumstances, which will probably be to my benefit. But for now, we'll take an upgraded military attack, light cavalry, level 23, military attacks per 0.5. Maneuver value of my units have been increased by 50%, cavalry shock by a whole point. I can now use cohorn mortars, Grenadier infantry, Caroline infantry, and line infantry. I had to do a double take there. Too many lines, so to speak. But yeah, as you can see here, we have done or gotten everything that we really want. We'll also do an upgrade here in army units as soon as we get to 31st December, since I timed that very bad. But all that really remains now is to do a couple of sieges, and then we are finished. Then we can do whatever we want. I don't have to focus anymore on Portugal, I could potentially try and ally them. I have no idea if I can actually make that work, but if I can actually get rid of that rivalry and make Portugal into an ally rather than Great Britain, I would actually benefit from that, because then I can use Portugal as a buffer when I go after their colonies. And all in all, I think that would be beneficial. Potentially, I can also use the Holy Roman Empire as another ally down the line. We'll have to see. It's a lot of things that has to be considered. For now, we'll wait until the siege of this province up here is done, and then I guess we'll take everything that Portugal holds in Africa. We'll see how it plays out. This will probably be the deal. As you can see here, we take these 4 provinces here. These 3, the only thing that's kind of worrisome here is the aggressive expansion. But it seems like even Spain won't actually care too much. Algiers is more worried, Fungi is more worried. I would guess that's because they're already in the coalition. But even so, it's kind of hilarious to see that they are more worried than other people about this. But the only thing that I am worried about here is the overextension. If I can sell something to Fez, great. If I can't sell anything to Fez, then I might actually get into a horrible, horrible situation here. But since I can't get everything that I want for Portugal right here, right now, I'm going to just go ahead and take it and get the problem out of my system more or less. So we'll go for this, and with that we will basically have sorted out the Portugal problem once and for all. But once again, the problem that arises now is the overextension. Can I sell this to? This is not a core claim or previously owned. Let's see if Morocco actually will take Fez, and no, I do not want to declare war on them. Let's see if they'll actually take Fez, its prized neighbors, and also find that it's previously owned, I would presume. So yeah, we're going to try and sell it. We'll sell as much as we can here. We'll call the 3 colonies here ourselves, because, well, no one will buy them. No one has previously owned them, so that is fine. But we could get 1 or 2 overextension revolts here. What I will do now, however, I think, is join up my army, set them up anew, and then we'll go for another coalition war. We'll see how it plays out. We have put ourselves just below the 100 overextension limit, and I think we're actually going to wait until this thing has been called before we actually declare war. I'll also allow my manpower to recover a little bit. We can also then figure out how many of my troops actually are mercenaries right now, fix any problem connected to that. We'll also most likely be able to, well, make our country a little bit more stable, but also the fact that we have the troops, we have the potential, we have everything we need here to go for a war here against everyone else is kind of a interesting factor. I think we are actually going to just go ahead here, declare war on Algiers, and make it work. Also, Tripoli has taken some land from Funch, which is not the best, but it's not the worst thing either to happen right now. So I think we're going to join up our forces, and we're going to go for a coalition war here. I might have to hire a mercenary unit or set up a mercenary squad down here just to keep everything in check, and to be perfectly honest, I'm actually going to do that. And I'm going to use this mercenary squad to basically siege Funch and the southern parts of Tripoli. The goal for this will be to take Tunis and these 2 Moroccan cores. And other than that, I don't think we'll do much. We might actually take a Mamluk corps if we can afford it. So that's my plan. We're also going to take Admin Tech 16 here, College and Mint. Can now build a college and can now build a mint. With the next level, we're going to take the naval ideas so that I can actually start, well, challenging the other nation at sea. But for now, I'll set up my armies, and then we'll prepare for war. We'll see how it goes. I think we're ready to declare war here. We still have 40,000 troops of our regulars still alive. The other troops will be well served by mercenaries. I'll have to rebuild my navy, but it doesn't have to be now. I have no problems with just waiting. Algiers is once again war leader due to the fact I declared war on them, which is also great, especially considering that their entire army just was very easily destroyed, which is once again great. So I'm just going to once again march through the land, siege everything that I find, and other than that, it shouldn't actually be a war at all. It should just be a very easy conquest. We'll see how it all goes. So, I think I might actually just have gotten my navy back here. Monopoly company formed, and I can make a long-term investment, trade efficiency plus 15% for 10 years, or do demand payment in full now. I think we're just going to demand payment in full. And the reason is simple, I can use that money for a lot of things. As you can also see here, the Tripolitans are war with Ottoman, which is bad. But on the positive side, it's a conquest of Algarve. So, hopefully they won't actually take it inland, but it also pressures me a little bit on a matter of actually trying to take these three provinces here in order to keep the Ottomans off my back to some degree. And we might actually try and focus on, or try and get that done just to secure them. But I'm still a little bit unsure on how we would actually go ahead and do that. So for now, we'll just continue the siege here and see what we can get out of this, which hopefully will be a... we'll hopefully get something positive out of it. We'll simply have to see here. The attacker is... yeah, the Ottomans actually got it before me, so I'm going to call these guys back in order to deal with the rebels. And hopefully here the war won't last too long, because the Ottoman war will drag out my war. Well, it will potentially drag out my war since I want to siege Tripoli as well, but it won't necessarily do that. As you can see, I need 86%, so I probably will have to siege Tripoli no matter what I do. With that said, we'll simply have to wait and see how we'll see what the Ottomans do. It is time to make peace here. We have virtually everything that we want, and we're all going to take, as I said here, we're going to take Tunis, the two Moroccan cores, and other than that, I think we're going to get a Mamluk core as well. So all in all, it worked out fairly well. We get a lot of the things that we want. Tripoli gets weakened, and potentially a Funch might actually decide to take back their own cores, which would be perfect. So I think this is a fairly good deal. We get a lot of the things that that we want here, and I'm also pretty sure now that I can actually vassalize Algiers next war. They have well, not that much or that high of a base tax. It lies at 13 now, which should be, as I said, within the limits of what I can actually vassalize. So that is perfectly fine. Let's see. I'll have to join up my armies again, and once I've done that, I think we're perfectly fine. I think I can also sell. Yeah, I can actually sell Morocco a province. I'm going to sell in Tangiers. They are still overextended. Oh, they haven't actually caught it. They're still working on it. My bad. But, yeah, we're probably going to wait now 5 years, and then we're going for the next war, which will be the vassalization of Algiers. I'm also going to just go ahead here and annex both Tunisia and Fez. They have outlived their usefulness. And I might actually start considering going out to Mali pretty soon. But for the time being, we'll just join up all our troops, and then we'll decide on what I'll do. I'll also go ahead and take Diplomatic Tech 22, Limes. Naval attrition is no longer increased by staying out at sea each month, very good. Naval morale increased by 0.5, very good. Maintenance increased by 25%, not so good. And we can now use 2-decker, which is the second best heavy ship in the game. I'm still tempted to wait with the renewal of my navy until I can actually build the best ships to not actually waste too much money here. And yes, I will save up a ton of money by doing so, but that is what I'm thinking, and I'll probably do that. For now, however, I'm thinking that we just keep on doing what we have been doing, which is screw over everyone else. Algiers will be vassalized next time we go to war. That is a very big. That's a very big, very annoying army, but we'll try to screw them over. They are Catholic zealots after all, and it's better that I actually deal with them myself when I actually know where they appear, rather than having tiny Morocco trying to deal with them on their own. But for the time being, we'll just try and see if we can hand these provinces over to Morocco rather quickly, and we'll wait until the truce goes out and then declare war on Algiers again. See how it goes. Admin Tech 17 has been reached, a university, and with that I can now build a university, and I can also get another group of ideas. Judging by the amount of money I have, I'm going to build a university as soon as I have the admin points, since it makes tech cheaper, which is great. I think we're also going to just go ahead here and take the naval ideas. We'll probably not be taking too many of them in the beginning until we can actually get the 2-decker. In other words, we're going to focus on getting to level 25 diplomatic tech, and I think we're going to just focus a little bit now on getting the equality idea tree done in order for that discipline bonus, but also heavy ship bonuses, and well, basically everything here. We also get a bonus to our light ships, so it all works out to our advantage in the end. So all in all, we are going to try and well solve the problem, and then we'll see how it all works out. We've taken another quality idea, finest of horses, and with that the cavalry gets another 10% in combat ability. We also get another Kongo idea, the foreign demand for slaves, which gives a increase in production efficiency by 10%. Next one will be very good. It will give a 5% in discipline, and also we'll get 30% to better relations over time, which is really good. I don't think I want to take this one. The trade efficiency is low enough as it is, but well, it's actually not that low, and we're still making more money from both taxes and production. So I think it actually, right now, it's actually a good idea to take this, and we're going to do that. It'll weaken my trade a little bit, but it's not really our strong suit anyway, so who cares? But as I said, all I will do now is wait for the truce to expire, and then we'll go for another war. Good news! Alvaro has tragically died. Let us pray for his soul and hope for new heir. So he died. Good. And I mean that, it's good. So, as you can see, I still have to hand these over. Apparently, they have also changed the... didn't actually know this, but they've changed the setup with overextension. As long as Morocco actually has overextension, they will not take anything I'm trying to sell them, which is very weird and annoying. But the truces are coming to an end. It's 2 years, and then we're going after Algiers, Tripoli, and Funge again. Algiers will be taken out of the fold completely. I'm going for, as I said, the vassalization, in order to first of all take Oran here, but also in order to take this and hand it over to Morocco. So we might actually go for war against Spain. The only problem with that plan is that they're allied with the Holy Roman Empire, and I don't really want to screw over the Holy Roman Empire. I'm very tempted to actually try and not do that. In other news, we have some interesting facts. I checked if I could declare war, and the British would actually join such a war. So potentially I can actually use their navy as, once again, a smoke screen or block, whatever you want to call it, defense. Once again, whatever you want to call it, and I can use that most likely to my advantage. I think also due to that, I'm going to try and rebuild a little bit of a navy. We also, well, I'm allowing manpower to reinforce. I'm currently having about half my army being mercenaries, which really takes a toll on the treasury. But yeah, a lot of things are happening here. But for now, I think we'll just try to plan another war against well, Tripoli, Algiers, and the like. But we'll have to wait until next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.